What up, man? It's your boy Genre, and this is Cloudy Conversations.
What's going on, everybody? It's your girl Big T, Cloudy Conversations, and we're back again with another episode. Today's guest is our guy, Genre. We want to thank you for coming through and have a conversation with us.
I appreciate you. Thank you. It's a pleasure every time.
For sure. For those who've been tuned into the program, you know this is a follow-up to an interview from about 3 years ago with Genre. But in addition to, I've been covering some of his headliners, showcases that he's been having throughout the years. So he's definitely a familiar face to the channel. But bro's about to go back on another musical run, so I figure it would be a great time to have him back on the podcast and talk about life since then. So for the fans who might not know or haven't tuned in just yet, tell them a little bit about yourself.
Not born and raised in Harrisburg, but Harrisburg is my home. I was born in Newark, New Jersey. Fell in love with music, and I just never stopped, man. It's been a lot of years. I think we're coming up on our 9th year. A lot of people don't really know this, but the music scene in Harrisburg really isn't that old. It's only been about, maybe 10 or 11 years strong, and it hasn't been until the past 5 or 6 years that it's been a thing. So I'm just blessed and honored to be a part of something that's growing and something that's it's meaningful and impactful and it's positive. So just playing my part.
For sure. And when you say the scene, what do you mean? Because people in Harrisburg have always been making music, so what would be the difference in the last decade or so?
From how it was explained to me from the people who came before me, it wasn't as organized. There wasn't a community of people who were consistently doing shows and performative events and showcases, one here, one there, but nothing monumental. Nothing that was I can't miss this one because this is going to be super lit and we know this is going to be a good time and the music is going to be something, you know what I mean? It was just a bunch of artists as it was described to me. And that's kind of what I noticed when I first started paying attention to the local scene.
And that would be something I would agree with too, because people, like I said, have always been making music, but there's not been a collective or really just a scene of just creatives in general where everybody's cool with one another, they're cross collaborating, which I feel is which has helped push us going forward in these last couple years. Because like you said, you're not from here, but Harrisburg is your home, and we got people out in Carlisle who we connected with, and then people out Chambersburg. It just keeps going further and further, and now it's just whoa, this shit's really lit.
This is what I was saying before. I don't feel like other boroughs and other cities and other towns, I don't feel like they were integrating and looking at Harrisburg like this is something serious. We got to stop by here. But now, like you said, the good guys down in Chambersburg, Connected Sound. I don't remember Connected Sound having shows or events or even being a part of the Harrisburg scene before. But now it's just we have that with a couple more places. So now it's a thing. It's a thing, and it's growing, and I love it.
Yeah, and I guess kind of go into that topic a little bit because you've been having. Since the last interview, it's been a lot of headliners you've been having between BLV and then you transition over to HMAC. So speak to that and how you even been able to consistently keep those shows going.
How have I been able to keep them going? I mean, honestly, it's like I was saying, I love the scene. I love the city. I love the artists. I love the fact that there is something now. And I'm just trying to play my part. To keep it going, I guess it's just me going to different shows and me hosting and or DJing or just branching out and talking to a bunch of people. Even if it's just on a night, it could be a Wednesday, a Thursday, a Friday, Wasted Wednesday, which is now Wednesday Night Live by Big Mike. You go out and you just talk to people and they have talents and you try to put them in different places. And I've been fortunate enough to have connected with a decent amount of artists to where there's a network of people that if I make a couple phone calls, there will be a show. And then after that show gets formed, we can make the flyer and people learn how to market and people learn how to perform. Whereas maybe that wasn't a skill that they had because there aren't too many opportunities for them to do it. You see what I'm saying? So after doing that so many times and it's gaining traction, you just start to see that there are nights where it's just you could just pop out and it's just a good time. Whereas I just don't think that was so much of a thing before that time period that I was talking about, which is about 5-6 years ago. But even I feel like it was a little bit dry between 2022 and 24. So It's growing.
You know, that's true. Because like I said, most times I go to these shows and I probably only know 1 or 2 people on the ticket. But then by the time the show's over, I'm like, yo, everybody was actually really nice as fuck. Or like, I done downloaded. One person who comes to mind is Terrell Brown. I just remember his set. Like, they made him run his song back. He's like, oh, you're fucking with it that much? Yeah, run it back. Like,
That was me. I kept pushing the button. Yeah, no, that was funny. I remember his mom being in the crowd. I mean, that song was super fire, and it was a moment where I saw a bunch of people literally did not know who he was, and then they were like, whoa, this is crazy. And then you see the energy. And it was his headliner, so obviously it's going to be a little bit more in for him. But I don't know, man. I just had to push the button.
it was lit.
I just had to push the button, man.
What's one of you feel like one of your champion moments in the headlining space? Like, yeah, I'm really him. Like, I did that.
I'll say this. There was a venue that we did a headliner for. It was Fan and Power. I think it's out in Lancaster. And I remember it was a little bit hard to get in touch with them for whatever. It's just business, you know what I mean? It's nothing against them. I love them now. They love me now. But I went out there, and that place is an hour from what my usual fan base, you know, where they live. So we went out there, we sold tickets. It ended up being a really good time. Like I said, it was hard to get in touch with them at first, but after we got them and we got the deal and the numbers and all of that, we did the show, and it was great. It was a great time. And I remember thinking, I don't know if Harrisburg is willing to drive out an hour if it's not HMAC or XL Club. But they came, they had drinks, the drinks were strong, the drinks were good, and afterward, they emailed me and they called me and they were trying to get me to come back. This group of people who make this music from this place that we don't stereotypically interact with and we didn't expect much from. And, you know, like the stage moments are good. If you're a performer, you're going to have good stage moments. But business-wise, to be able to make a business look at you and say, what do you need, will accommodate you, like that's something. And that was for me, I guess, because it was my headliner. But that's a W for the city, if I'm being honest. You know, that's a dub for the city. Yeah.
What would you say is an L you took in that lane?
An L? As you know, I'm a rapper first. I'm an artist first. So this is all just to help the city, make a little bit more money, put it back into my music. You know, it's you could say I'm doing it for the city and myself at the same time, but as it's a new thing, it's a little bit difficult because I've never had to put shows together for people that weren't my own. So there's still chinks in the armor, and there's still parts of the process that need to be smoothed out a little bit more. And some of those chinks have like made me lose out on a little bit of money, or maybe a show wasn't how it was supposed to be. I'll say this too. I'll tell this story. One of my good friends, I won't say his name so that people don't make connections or whatever, but I actually was hosting his show, and I'm usually a very punctual guy. Like, I'm usually very on time. Like, I'm the first one usually, first or second. And I fell asleep. I ain't gonna sit here a lot. Niggas was asleep, man. And they had to come to my house and knock on the door, and they woke me up, and I was like, oh shit, so I was an hour late, but the show still went on, and it was still a good show, and you know, money was still made or whatever. But that was the first and only time I did that. The staff thought I died. Like, I woke up to like 50 missed calls, and I get there, everybody's hugging me. They were like, yo, Genre's never late, he's always on time. Something serious. They thought I died, bro.
Yeah,
so,
I would have thought that too. Like, nobody can get in contact with him. Nobody heard from him.
Yeah. So that was an L. That was an L.
Yeah, at least it wasn't. Yeah, L that recovered a little bit, because damn.
Yeah.
No, I think that's like I said, I think that's really one thing that's been helping. Like you said, you are an artist first, but when you're a tool and a service to other people, it gives them another level of like, yo, I fuck with you. Like, I know you do music and shit, but like, you don't have to do this, and yet you still are. So just for that, now I gotta show you a different level of respect. I'm gonna make sure I bring my people. I'll make sure I just come out just because. So
it's community building.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I think that's just another badge on your jacket for the type of person you are and the respect. Because you can go out and talk and network with people, and people say, yeah, I'll do it all the time. But how many people actually going to fall through and show up and do their part? So
you know what I mean?
That's just a good thing on your behalf.
I appreciate that.
And of course.
I'll run for governor.
I don't know about all that. You see the house just got burned down and shit. Well,
yeah, that's not funny. I shouldn't laugh at that, but yeah.
I didn't think that bro actually lived in that crib. Like, I know it's the governor's mansion, but like, That's like in the hood. So that's why I was like, bro, ain't no way he really lived there.
It's a confusing story. I'm not gonna lie. Not a confusing one, but it's definitely a shocking one.
It's like, all right, he really lived there. Cool. Or was this a publicity stunt?
He in the trenches.
We never know. And if you is in the trenches, Governor, you see what the fuck you drive through every day, bro. You need to do something.
You see what I'm saying? It's a little confusing to me.
Something.
I'm trying not to ask questions because that's how people end up missing this stuff. You know what I mean?
Real shit. Actually, back to the interviews. But let's circle into the music a little bit, because one thing that I did notice when going to do my research is you've been on a little bit of a hiatus musically. The last album was in 2023, but you did just drop a single in 2025 with KJS. It is what it is. But like, what's the reason for the gap in dropping anything?
So I just felt like, well, first, I'm the type of person, I'm not like a studio rat. Like, that's not me. Like, when I put the I Was Right album together, I tell this to my friends all the time. Maybe I've never said this on camera, but I just kind of woke up one day after just creating naturally, and I was like, oops, I think we have an album. Is this okay? Maybe I need one more type of song like this. Poof, we have an album. I'm not like my brother KJS, for instance. He'll go in the studio, he'll make 3 or 4 songs. Genre's not doing that. I'm not like, I'm just you know what I mean? Like, I like to turn up, I like to play the game, I like the ball, I like to do whatever, hang out with my friends, and those things inspire my music. So that if I only make 10 songs, I know that these are 10 songs that I would drop. Right. That being said, I was just building, amassing, collecting, and I realized something very specific about albums. And it's like, we all know this, but we just love albums anyway. We make a bunch of songs and we drop a bunch of songs. And when the quote unquote album or mixtape doesn't pop, it's like, well, you could have had content forever. Instead, you made an album and you had a moment for a couple months. So for me, I just wanted to amass some more singles, get some more sounds, create this whole HMAC performative show thing, help the community a little bit, and then, hopefully that was, I don't even want to say hopefully, because it did. When you guys hear some of this music that's going to come out, you're going to understand that I was outside and I was experiencing, and I feel a little bit more inspired than I did, instead of just going in the studio, just making songs just because I'm a rapper. Like, I'm a person, and when a person is making a song instead of a fictional character that a lot of these guys make up, it's just like, you start to get better vibes, you get better stories, you get better melodies and stuff like that. So that's the reason for the hiatus, but genre is definitely back. I'm back.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, because that's like not difficult to understand, but it's surprising, I would say, because I know you're so into music to think like, dang, when I went, I'm like, bro, ain't dropped this long for real? I guess it has been a little minute. Like, oh shit. Like, and I'm like, well, he's still been active as fuck. So it's like, I guess it's a win-win, but now that I see, like, that you gave that answer, it makes me understand a little bit more, because I really did think you were a studio rat, like a dude who just making music all day. It's in your head, you gotta get that shit out. Like,
I'm a quality over quantity type of person, and some studio rats still give out a lot of quality, you know what I mean? But for me, if I'm gonna put it out, like, I want to be confident in it, and I want to be confident because of all the technical things that make a good song, not necessarily just because it's my song and I made it and you guys will like it just because genre dropped it. Like, I don't like that. Like, I love the process of creating music and creating songs, but I also love it even more when it comes together how it's supposed to. And I feel like when you force 3 or 4 songs a night, for me in particular, like what are we going to get after a while? I can only talk for so much. I can only say so many things before things become not important,
And are you like finding the beats in the studio? Do you come prepared with the beats already? Like, how does the music even get created?
And this is one of the most important things that I give to rappers in the community, bro. Learn how to record yourself and learn early. I don't have to pay a dime to make a song outside of the normal things like the cover art and the promotion and stuff like that. Just to make the song, I don't have to leave my house. I think that is absolutely and utterly this is just too important. It's just too important. It's way too important. So that process, I'm finding the beats while I'm at my house and then I record at my house, so it's not, I don't have to lose the inspiration or keep it bottled up for later. I can just do it right now and then go eat a sandwich and come back. Like,
And how did you, because that's one thing I always felt is like something artists should do to help cut back on costs, because like you said, if you can record yourself, why do I need to go to a studio to do so? Sending out to get mixed is one thing, but actually recording it is another. So like, how did you even learn to do that? Like, you've been practicing for years, you just been on your phone, like, because I know some people be started from, I would record myself on my phone and then download some shit on my computer. Like,
how did I mean, it's just like, it's like writing. Well, no, it's not that. It's just, if you say you want to do something and you start doing it and you do it for 9 years, it's like, if after 9 years it still sounds like you in that closet when you record, I think it's time to hang it up, Brody. You know what I'm saying? Maybe engineering is not your thing. Maybe song making is good, but
you need to go. You
need an engineer. You know what I mean? So for me, it's just like, after so many years, and I'm a fairly intellectual person. Like, I pick things up very quickly. So it wasn't hard to learn. You know, you go to a studio, you watch what they do, you come home, you buy the plugins, you twist the knobs the same way they do, YouTube and everything. Stuff is not hard to learn, if I'm being honest. It just takes time.
Yeah, no, and that's why it's like, I like having these interviews with people whose music I'm familiar with, I listen to, because to hear you say you record yourself and the process and all that, it's just like, damn, bro, like, your quality is really nice. Because one thing I always pay attention to when I listen to a song is, bro, does your song sound low no matter if I turn my shit all the way to the max volume, or do I got to turn my shit down a little bit because your shit just, this is OD clear. Because that's one thing I hate, because I ride around in my car. Like, if it don't sound right in my car, I don't want to listen to your song. Yeah, so when I was listening to your music, I'm like, this shit clear as hell. Like, I wonder who he used.
Thank you. No, I do it myself. It's just comparative. Like, you do it, and you got to think, your first year is not going to sound like, you know, industry quality or whatever. But what I learned is, people don't even really genuinely care if you have that super hyper, like, clear stuff, so long as it just is audible and clear enough. Like, if you're not taking the background out of your vocals, I mean, what are you doing? Like, if you're not doing those simple things that can at least mask the fact that you didn't go to a studio, you know, like, my stuff is good enough to where it's like, you don't know where I went, but you don't care.
Yeah, I might say, because it's not like, yo, it's not, I'm not listening, like, yo, this shit's fucked up. Like, who's this engineer? They need to fire that dude. So, nah, that's nice. One question I had here was, how have you been mentally during this hiatus?
You know, I had a couple things going on in life. It was a rough couple years. Like, I had a lot of things going on, but I feel like I'm in a much happier place, a much healthier place than I was. Like, mentally, I made a lot of realizations about myself, which eventually you're hearing some of these songs that drop. But how have I been, man? I'll say this. I listened to I Was Right, and I was proud of every single track. Like, from top to bottom, I felt like who this person is, I like who this person is, you know? But then I listened to Eternal Bachelor, and some of the songs I was listening to, and I was just like, while they're great songs, I'm not necessarily super proud of the person who does and says these type of things. So I had to take a step back and figure out what was causing some of those things, some of those inconsistencies within myself. But I feel like I'm in a great place now. And like, when I listen to the music that I'm making now, it's stuff I can be proud of. I don't really care who listens to it, because it's not like I was at all trying to be someone else. And I'm usually not, but when you're influenced by certain things, like, it's kind of unconscious sometimes.
It's showing the music.
I feel like I flushed a good chunk of that stuff out of my system, and now we're just back to just genre. Get money, make these songs, put on for my people, make sure my brothers and my families are good, you know, so.
That's good. And that's one reason that I had that question, because I'm like, most times when an artist takes such a gap in music, it's because, like, they're going through a self-transition or a self-realization where they're like, yo, I can't even really, like, give the music that I want to give, or that I'm, like, happy with, because I need to deal with shit internally. So it's just a testament to, one, you as a person, again, because it's hard to even realize that, take that step back, do the self-work, and then come out on the other side. So
I think this is important too, because a lot of and that's the thing too, like, what will keep somebody from being local, right? Or from getting to where they're trying to go in any field and profession. It's like, when they take that hiatus, could be because somebody had a kid, toxic relationship, could be pockets are pop, bro. Music is not cheap. It's not a cheap thing if you do it at a very high level. People go broke. It just is what it is. But for me, for all of the people that are genre fans, when you don't get the music exactly when you want it, it is absolutely for the well-being of myself. Like I'm working on myself, and I'm working on making sure the next step feels like exactly what you want to feel when you listen to genre, when you tap into some of his content. And it's never a lazy thing, because even then I'm working. You just don't necessarily see it, so.
Yeah. And I think that's great advice to the people, and just another thing for them to get to know you. Because like I was saying, like the person I perceive you to be and who you are is like just keep being two different things. Like yesterday at the video shoot, you was the first nigga there on time as hell. I'm used to being on the first person there. We waited 30 minutes for the director, maybe the artist to show up. Like this was great. Like I'm like, oh, he's punctual today, on time. Oh, this is a different guy. So I think your approach to things is just super refreshing, because most people don't look at themselves as serious. Even though they might think that they're nice, they don't understand the other aspects that they need to carry themselves and maneuver in order to be the total package, which honestly, I don't think you have really any limitations. Music, you're versatile as a person. You're humble, but you're also confident.
Thank you.
And you're good looking, can't go against that.
Thank you.
You know how to dress. So it's like, where are we going wrong with genre?
I don't feel like anything's wrong, man. I just think that things happen when they're supposed to happen, and you just got to work towards that. And I love where I'm at. I'm always, you always want to get to the next level. I say this every time I speak to somebody, like about music and passions and businesses and stuff like that. I love where I'm at. Of course, I'm always trying to get to the next step, but you got to think every year you get a little bit closer if you actually keep doing the thing that you're doing. And every year I have gone up a little bit more. I've gone up. I have more understanding. I have more connections. I have a bigger network. I have et cetera, et cetera. So I don't think anything's wrong. I think it's just literally when the universe opens up, we'll see one of the greatest things that we've ever seen. That's what I think.
I will co-sign that.
Just takes time to cook up,
Because that was kind of my process too. I just always thinking back to when I first started, like how I just was like, dang, I know I can do this, but I don't know shit. I got to learn all this stuff. And then now I'm here like, yo, this is second nature. Like, because I just stuck to it and just kept learning what I needed to learn. If I ain't figure it out one way, and through trial and error, it's going to figure out another. So to any of the viewers watching this, I guess what you should take away from this segment or this portion is to be determined, and also understand that the trials and tribulations are going to come, but that's just a reflection of you trying to do something that you probably never done before. So don't stop. If anything, keep going. Look at that as a reward, because once you get over that hump, you're going to feel triumphant. And then the next obstacle that comes, you're not even going to look at it as an obstacle. You're gonna be like, yo, I've been killing the game. Like, I can do anything. Nothing can stop me.
I think a good way to wrap that up is this quote. I think it's from Denzel, and he was talking about what it takes to make it and about timing, because everybody wants things to happen right now. And I really hope I don't mess this quote up, but essentially what he was saying was, that you want fast food, you go get fast food, you pay a little money, you get it, whatever, but that good Sunday cooking by your mother or your grandmother, that she didn't start cooking that on Sunday. She started that Saturday night. She started that Friday night. Things are now marinating. Things are now saturating. She's getting seasoning. She's going to the store. That didn't start on Sunday. So she didn't cook on Sunday and you got it. She started that before. And that's what I say to artists. It's like 2 or 3 months, 1, 2, 3 years. It's not enough time. It's going to happen when it's supposed to. And when it does, if you ain't been eating a lot of fast food and you've been eating home-cooked meals, you will look and feel a lot better. Like, you'll be a lot better prepared.
Real shit. So back into the music a little bit more. What's your preference, performing or recording?
Performing or recording? I'll say that until music is my sole financial income, it'll probably be recording, simply because I do so much that sometimes I have to stop myself mid-song to go handle some business. If I could just all day from top to bottom just record by myself, left to my own devices, I think I would enjoy that a lot more than performing. But that's not even to say that performing is like, that's no knock on performing. I love performing. It's literally top 5 feelings of all time for me every single time I do it, if the stage is set correctly, you know what I mean?
Hey, I'm gonna say my money was on performing, so I'd have lost that bet, because your stage presence and just how you even carry yourself was that's why I said, when people come to these shows, I don't know if they're like paying attention to shit the same way I do. But that's what be catching me, make me a fan of people is like, how do you carry yourself on stage? Do I understand what you're saying? Like, is this actually a show? When you did that headliner at BLV, from the way you came onto the stage, the set was mixed like it was actual fucking performance. I'm like, yo, this nigga, he's him. Like, none of y'all niggas did this. Like, you see the DJ got few minutes. He stopped, got shit to talk. Like, yo, this is a show. I would pay to see this.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Now I feel like I should be here. Like,
yeah.
So what was that process like of developing yourself as a performer?
Oh, as a performer, what it was I got a call from a guy, changed my life, and I had never performed. He had heard some of my songs, so they were good. He told me, hey, I got this show. I think you should try performing. Immediately, I just said, yeah, no problem. And from there, I was like, you know what? I don't know how to do this. So I went to a show. There was actually a show right after I got the invitation to be on Nikki the Jet's headliner. That was my first time performing. I went to another HMAC show. I think it was literally the next week. And I was watching. I went around and I saw different artists. It was a showcase. And I saw what they were doing. Mm-hmm. I saw this guy. First guy I remember, he said something like, for my set, we're going to do back and forth. We're going to do R&B and then we're going to do trap. And then we're going to do R&B and then we're going to do trap. And that was his whole set. He did like 6 songs. And I thought to myself, and I was like, the guy before you just kind of went up and just did songs and just kind of walked away. Then I noticed this other guy. He wasn't looking at the crowd. His eyes were closed. I don't know why we're doing that, but maybe he was younger. Maybe he was inexperienced. And I remember sitting in the crowd thinking, okay, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to learn what feels good to me. Like, what's the easiest experience for me to have fun while I'm here? And I just learned from everybody else's mistakes. Obviously, then I went online, watching Jay-Z, watching Tory Lanez, watching Drake, watching The Weeknd, watching all these people to see what they do at the professional level. Because if you want to watch and get better, you have to watch the people that are better than you. If you want to know about that crossover, you go and watch AI, you know what I mean? So, and then I put my first set together, and I remember I was super tired, man. I was drenched in sweat. I didn't understand breath control and jumping and all that stuff. But, yeah, after a while, I mean, you do so many shows, just like anything else, you get good.
Do you have a favorite performance that you've done?
100%. Oh, my goodness. The first time I went to Phantom Power, that was perfect. Like, I will take that set, and my first big opportunity I'm going to say everything from top to bottom, every song, even the songs that I have now. I might not even do those just so that set stays exactly how it is. I told this story about how I first made a song in Spanish, and I led up with Gasolina, and then I did Mia by Bad Bunny, and then it was just this whole story about me getting a haircut from this guy. And I looked at the footage, right? Because Tanner was there, he was recording. I looked at the footage, and for everybody else, and there's no knock to anybody that was on the show, but this is just a normal thing. People are on their phones. People are having conversations, looking around, X, Y, Z. For like a good 30 seconds, I was talking to the crowd. Nobody had their phone. Nobody was talking to anybody. It was like they were
locked in,
mesmerized by something. And that's when I realized what a good show and a good performance is. So that was good.
Nah, that's dope. And that's why I know I got stage fright. So I could never really see myself be on stage performing. So whenever I see somebody be able to go up there and really like rock the crowd, it just, like I said, adds another level of respect because it's your songs and everything, which probably takes a level of nervousness away. But bro, I don't care if it's 50 people or 5 people in this fucking crowd. You want me to go up on stage and rap? I need a couple shots. I need a couple. Like I'm not that girl. That's why I'm on the other side of the camera right now, y'all. Yeah. You don't even see me.
Yeah. No, I mean, everything isn't for everybody. I had people on. I had a team before, and one of the members on my team, I've known him for like pretty much all my life since I've been to Pennsylvania. Lived at my street. He didn't want to be in front of the camera. He was just like you. He doesn't want to be. He doesn't want to talk. Some people like this lane. Some people don't. But for people like me, for artists, it's like I know some people who have stage fright, but you have to do this.
Yeah.
Like you have to perform. So you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. So let's talk about the video shoot yesterday. That's for your new single. It's going to be for your new single, right?
It's going to be for my new single. The new single is called Mitchie. It's a tribute to a good friend I met out in Dallas.
Okay, I'm gonna say because if it's not gonna be, I'm like, nigga, what we do all that for? So,
No, it's coming out for sure.
How was that process? What was that like?
The music video. It was good. I had never shot with Boswell before. Shout out to Boswell. He's a phenomenal cameraman. It's good, man. It's just a vibe, you know. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to spoil it. A lot happened, but
because honestly, guys, there's going to be an episode of the podcast because I pulled up yesterday to do a kind of behind the scenes type vibe. So all I can say is you're definitely going to enjoy this video because I had a great time.
It was good.
Came there to work and left drunk. So shout out to John.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like the stigma that puts on me, but it is a true one, man. You come out and you party with genre, man. I get people who don't drink, they be drinking, and it'd be a good time. And it'd be a good time. It'd be safe. It'd be fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I didn't know I was that lit until I pulled up at the crib and I had to chill in the car for an hour because I was just too turned to get out. Like, all right,
yeah.
I'm gonna just chill here.
I think it's gonna be a good one too. There's like a little story behind it. Like, okay, yeah, genre's going out. He's doing his thing. He's performing. There's gonna be a lot of people at this performance that I had last summer, and it's a little transition into all right, what does it look like to have a shorty while you doing what you're doing, and she waiting for you to get back to the spot. It's a little juicy for sure.
Yeah, no, it's definitely going to be a vibe. So that's a single, but is that going to lead us into a project?
I'm not sure if a project is what's on my mind. Again, right now, I've never been a studio rat, so I'm making songs in the format of singles. I'm not really making those inner personal records like I was making before. I'm trying to give you guys a bunch of outside music for right now. I can't say that I'll never do an album again. I'm an artist, and one thing I love more than anything. Before I loved making singles, I love making albums. I said this before. I used to practice making complete albums before I ever dropped a single. Like I had 4 albums just in the tuck, just ready. Obviously, those will never come out. They sound horrible now, but they're very dated. This is like 2000, like I was in high school, But
oh shit.
I don't know about an album, man. You're just gonna get a lot of good songs for right now, and depending on how y'all start acting, if y'all start acting appropriate, what I'm saying? Maybe I'll drop an album. We'll see.
Is there a certain sound we should expect from you? Because that's one thing too. Like you're very versatile, so are we going
expect versatility? No specific sound. When I made my first reggaeton song, that was literally just because I had been out to a club and heard Bad Bunny, and I was like, yo, I don't really listen to this, and I'm watching how girls are vibing, and at the end of the night, I'm trying to turn on some reggaeton, and I don't stereotypically listen to that, so that just kind of came from my experience and what I was experiencing. So it's kind of hard to say this is what you guys should be expecting because I'm usually just making what I'm feeling in the vibe, and tomorrow is not how I felt today, so it's kind of hard. You should just expect versatility.
So do that make it hard for you to, because you don't make music like every day, all day, and then when you do go in the booth, you might not even put that song out. So when you come back to it, because you might not feel the same as you do, you even like the song still, or you're like, oh, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking with this joint.
So it's a nasty problem. Like I'm really an artist for this next thing I'm about to say. Like, and it just sounds insane. But by the time you guys hear my songs, I hate them. Like it's.
That's what I'm saying, because there ain't no way you gotta still.
And I don't, and it's crazy too because I love them, but just whatever your favorite song is, you play it so many times, you're gonna hate the song.
Yeah.
I love the song so much that I burnt the song out for myself long before you guys ever heard it. So.
That's why I can't watch my music videos or the podcast and stuff. After I get done editing, I'm like, bro, I done watched this shit like 30 times already. I lived it, I edited it, and I done watched it before I sent it over. One
of the best songs to ever come out of Harrisburg. Like if I were to make a top 100 songs in Harrisburg, I think easily undebatably genre will be in there. My list might not look like somebody else's list, but top 10 for sure.
Yeah.
Let's just take a song like Shotgun. Shotgun is just undeniably a great, feel-good, any type of year like record. And it's universal. You could play that for anybody. I can never listen to that song again for pleasure. Like I've done it at too many shows. I've done it. I've shot the video and I spent thousands of dollars on that Mexico trip. Like I can't even think about that no more. It's just not. It's burnt for me. But that doesn't mean you guys shouldn't listen to it. It is phenomenal. I hate to talk that way about my song, but it's just like
that's just a personal feeling. Like you said, like after you done lived it up, listened to it so much, it's like with any of our favorite songs. All right, let me get this joint a little break. So let's transition into this game that I like to play with artists called I Said That.
Okay, what's that?
Where I'm going to give you 5 verses. Well, I have 5 verses here from different songs of yours. I'm going to say them, and I want you to tell me which songs they're from.
Okay.
All right. Number 1. Usually I don't be trusting bitches. Fuck it, I'ma try. Fuck it, I'ma try.
No, this is bad. This is so bad. Usually I don't be trusting bitches. Fuck it, I'ma try. That's the same girl with Fawcett.
Yeah. I like that song. Y'all did it. That's a good song. I was like, oh, these niggas thought they was slick. This was some real versatile shit right here.
Nah, that was cold. That was a good moment. Shout out to Tori. He engineered that. Tori Hollywood.
Shout out to y'all. Okay, so let's go with number 2. What the fuck you even taking pills for? Don't you know that's the type of shit that kill folk?
River of Tears, man.
Yeah,
Heartbreak of a song, if I'm being honest. But what the fuck you even taking pills for? Don't you know that's that type of shit that kill folks?
Yeah, that line hit different when I was listening.
I'm really trying to think of the next lines, and I genuinely can't do it. I'm actually blown. I'm not prepared for this.
It's okay. You got the song right, so that's all that matters.
Pills for? What the fuck you taking pills for? That shit that kill folks. When I talk, When that shit that kill folks. When they talk, you wasn't here when I said you here, Mo. Your pops had told me I was your motherfucking hero. That's what it was. But however it's specifically gone. But go ahead.
No, you good. Let's see. Number 3. Told my bitch she better not embarrass me.
Is that out? Did I put that out?
Yes.
Told my bitch she better not embarrass me. Oh my God. I didn't think you would stump me. I don't think I know this one.
I try.
You only gave me one line though, but all right. Told my bitch she better not embarrass me. Oh! Told my bitch that she better not embarrass me. 2 watches for diamonds and clarity. Told my bitch that she better not embarrass me. 5 different bitches they sharing me, and they all yelling, genre, you airing me. That's plural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I couldn't give you too much for that one because then it was gonna make it easy for you.
Yeah. That was good. What song?
Number 4. I'm young genre and I sing to your hoe.
Yeah, that's figure me out. Yeah, that was too easy. That was.
I know. I just like that line.
Yeah.
Because you do be singing to the bitches.
I do something. I don't know what I do yet.
That's why I said you versatile, but it ain't bad.
Yeah.
All right, so right now you 4 for 4. Number 5, this one you gonna get this one. I don't got no children, but bro got a daughter, so I got a daughter.
Come on, man. What? It's just what it is.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah.
That's probably like.
That's a banger,
I'm
man.
gonna say that's probably like when I heard that June, I said, hold up, let me run this shit back, bro. He be snapping, but like what?
Yeah, I wanted people to feel me on that record. Like I heard the
shit.
beat and I came back to it a year later. I was like, I can't let that go. I just
Bro,
can't.
like I felt that
Yeah.
June, like.
That's what it is. I'm at the top.
And I think I liked it more because it was
top.
like, it was talking that real shit. Like I put a bro on, he ain't got a traffic game. Like, yeah, nigga, that's what you supposed to do. Be a real nigga about it. Like.
But that's why I can't go in the studio and make 5 songs a day. Because you can't do something like that 5 times a day to talk about.
True.
Some time got to progress.
True. All right, so you went 5 for 5. Yeah.
How many people go 5 for 5 here?
Not too many. I think maybe a couple people got them all right, but at least people get 3 to 5 right.
Yeah,
Nobody's
you got to go
ever
harder
got
if you want to stump me. I ain't going to lie.
Y'all got a lot of music. That's what y'all need to understand. And I be trying to go like, let me go 2019, let me go 2018. And then I try to pick the songs that don't got the star next to it, but if it's a hard line, like, you wrote it, you said it. And most times y'all end up getting it by thinking a little bit, oh no, I do know a song that's from, so.
Hey, join the 5 for 5 club, man. This right here is a very exclusive segment, 5 for 5. Your boy genre. I don't know who else did it, but shout out to us. We did that.
I'm about to say, I think I'm gonna have to add more songs to it. Let me see if y'all can go 10 for 10 or some shit. But no, let's go back to the wrapping this up a little bit. So we talked about the shows earlier. Are they going to continue? Do you have any shows coming up, headliner wise, that people should be waiting on or looking out for?
Man, I think for the foreseeable future, I will definitely continue to have shows. So if you need an opportunity and you are an artist and you don't get the stage time that you feel that you need, I have opportunities for you. Please, you can hit me up. But as far as ones that I'm excited for, the Henny Headliner. The Henny Headliner Part 3, man. We're going to do that. It's going to be May the 3rd. Probably going to have tickets very soon. I mean, that kind of dates the interview a little bit, so didn't really want to do that like that. But May the 3rd, I have that. And it's going to be the biggest one yet. It's probably going to be the finale of the Henny Headliners, because I'm not trying to do Part 7. I'm just not trying to do that.
Great.
But I think we have some good artists. Number one, some good songs. My new single and new video will probably be out by then. And I got some twists. I got some twists that'll make this one a little bit different. That I've been talking to the venue, and I've been doing good business with them, so they're allowing me to do some things that ordinarily they wouldn't do. So I think you'd be surprised when you get there. It'll be a good time.
Okay. And like I said, you got the new single coming out, so definitely be on the lookout for that. What do you want to leave the people with in closing?
Leave the people with Genre's back. Genre's back. And I'm about to act a damn fool. I tell you that for sure. Nah, but for real, got some new music. Like it's good new music that I'm proud of. Again, I was proud of the music that I was dropping before. Obviously, I was proud of the steps that I was making, but in life now, I feel like I'm making steps that I'm proud of. That trickles into the music a little bit more than somebody might think. You know, how you feel about yourself and the things that you're doing and the things and the energy that you're allowing into your life kind of like translates into your music. So now that I'm in a much healthier space, now that I'm in a space where I'm touching a little bit more paper, now that I'm, I got a new car, I got some new Dior Sauvage for this. I got everything new. So for the rest of this year, man, I will be here and I will be active in every way that I can. And we'll see where that leads us for next year.
You got a nice car, too. I seen it.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
But no, I'm really happy, one, that you're in a better space personally, which is allowing you to be more of service to us. When I feel like these headliners and your just energy in this section has been very imperative. And I'm happy that you continue to do it, as well as try to figure out ways to incorporate other creatives and clothing brands. Like for you guys who may have been there, it's not just artists and performances. You got your hottest clothing brands in the city. Drinks is flowing, so it's really a whole vibe. And I encourage everybody to come out if you're in the Harrisburg area. Look out for his new single, Mitchie. Yeah.
She's good.
Yeah.
He'll understand that reference. She's good.
I'm crying. So again, thank you for coming through. I'm looking forward to everything that's to come. I'll probably be popping out to that Henny Headliner Part 3 since it's probably the final installment. I got to be a part of that.
Hey, pop out. Appreciate you for having me. Thank you. This has been Genre at the Cloudy Conversation. This is the cloudiest conversation. This is the cloudiest conversation we're going to have for a minute. I'm going to make sure that everything I say comes true.
Amen.
You feel me?
Thank you guys for tuning in. It's your girl, Big T, Cloudy Conversations, Genre, and we are out.